Hey guys, I am Prashant. You're watching Educational Stuff YouTube channel. Today we'll be having a discussion of one of the article which was published in the Hindu newspaper. This is editorial page analysis. Today is 27th May 2020. This article focuses on the oil price and how the government is not declining the price of oil even though the world oil prices have been declined. Let's have insight of it. Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan's recent remark on the centre is taking a cautious and concise approach of ensuring a balance in the fuel prices and aims to use the resultant savings for welfare is of pace as it is unexceptionable. With the global prices still about 45% lower than 2019 closing levels, despite coordinated supply cuts by major producers, India has the opportunity to pass on the benefit to consumers and to provide a fillip to becalmed consumption. This is a deregulated oil marketing companies chose not to reduce pump prices even when the crude oil tumble last month could be attributed to their caution amid a sharp slump in the demand in the wake of the nationwide lockdown. It is the government's decision earlier on May to raise the excise duty on petrol and diesel for the second time in the less than 2 months that raised several concerns. For one subsequent to the latest increase, the centre's tax revenue on the litre of petrol sold by IOC in Delhi on May 16th was 1.8 times the fuel freight inclusive base price, that is 18.28 rupees, and represented 46% of the final retail price, that is 71.26 rupees. With the economic activity brought to a near standstill by the lockdown, the centre's overall revenue prospects have come under severe strain, and from the perspective the government's move to maximize its takings from transport fuel is understandable. Back in 2018, ahead of key assembly elections, the centre has cut the excise duty at a time when global crude prices were on the ascent in order to minimize any electoral fallout from the unchecked fuel costs. The government's goal of maximizing revenue from the fuel products to fund welfare measures can only bear fruit if the demand for the petrol and diesel remains unaffected by continuing high costs. With curbs on the interstate road transport still in place, contracting automobile sales unlikely to recover anytime soon, job losses and pay cuts to shrink household budgets, it is hard to see the transport fuel demand rebounding to pre-lockdown levels for at least 1 or 2 quarters. And to the fact that the centre's ambitious disinvestment target of 2.1 lakh crore for the fiscal has included a state sale in BPCL, and the petroleum products pricing approach get even more complicated, with potential investors unlikely to be impressed by the lack of autonomy in the sector. It is the government's interest, not to the risk of health and to the goose that lays the golden eggs. This is regarding the oil price pickle. The increased duty on the fuel can fund welfare, but arbitrary methods will have the implication. And thanks for joining me. Please do subscribe and goodbye.